What's up YouTube, it's Aditya S, and as you can see right over here, today we're going to be unboxing, reviewing, and also trying out the Dyson Ball Animal Plus vacuum cleaner, as you can see right over here. So we picked up this vacuum cleaner from Amazon for around $200, and it seems like a really nice vacuum. I mean, it's not the best first impression, let me just tell you a bit. It came yesterday in the mail in this really big plastic tarp, and the thing is that I believe there's a handle on the side over here, and I think the USPS driver might have cut a hole in the tarp so you could carry it using the handle in the rain to my front steps and to my front door. But what happened is then water got into the box, and I'm not sure. I hope the vacuum sealer still works. So anyways, as you can see here, here's like a portrait view of the vacuum cleaner. It's gonna be around this tall, like half my size, so around 2 or 3 feet, more or less. And the cool thing about this vacuum cleaner is it comes with a variety of accessories, as you can see right over here. Accessories that you can plug in and you can use them in order to, say, clean the carpet or clean a stain on the wall. It just so like there's more versatility to the vacuum. Some of the technology in the Dyson Ball includes a radical root cyclone technology, which helps remove more dirt, dust, and allergens from the home. And that's just the fact that inside the actual vacuum cleaner, there's a motor that spins in a constant circular motion. And what that allows for is that allows for all this dirt to be sucked up and put into the container or wastebasket in the actual vacuum cleaner. And that's common in a lot of different vacuum cleaners. But I'm guessing there's something they've added that makes the motor much more powerful. In addition to this, the ball technology core is their components are inside the ball, which reduces the risk of any dust particles actually getting inside the actual vacuum cleaner parts, like inside the motor. So this will have and will last for a longer time. So as you can see here, it is kind of wet. I'm not sure if you can see it from the camera, but I'm just gonna go ahead and put this on its side, just like that, and lower this. I'm not going to be using any scissors, of course, because I can just peel this open. And the first thing we're going to come about, oh yes, it's not wet, that's pretty good, are a few little boxes. And I'm guessing these have the accessories. I'll get into those in just a second. Nope, I can see some of the accessories in this box as well. Just a second. There's a lot of packaging because, of course, it is a really expensive vacuum cleaner. $200. It's not the most expensive Dyson vacuum cleaner. There's always the V10 cordless vacuum cleaner that you can buy, but this is pretty expensive compared to other vacuum cleaners. I might need the scissors anyways, actually. Okay. And I think the way we'll do this is we'll just go through each of the accessories and then we'll get into the actual vacuum cleaner. So as you can see here, here's I guess I'll just open all these and I'll show you the final view in just a second. Okay, so as you can see, I've gone ahead and opened the box. It's a lot neater now, and I just kind of laid everything out in a kind of organized pattern. So the way this is gonna go is this things on the left hand side over here. As you can see, there's a bunch of brushes, this little curvy tool, mainly brushes on this side. Everything left of this little pole over here, those are all accessories. Those are things you can connect to the pole or to parts of the Dyson vacuum, and you can use it as an extension of the actual vacuum. You can see everything over here. Not including the scissors though. Those are mine. Okay, the other thing on the other hand, this pole, these two little pieces over here, plus the brush actually, the actual vacuum part of the vacuum cleaner, and the handle as you can see over here, this is all parts of the vacuum you need to assemble first before you can actually start vacuuming. So to start using the vacuum, Dyson has provided this little pamphlet over here which provides the 4 steps you need to do. So I'm just going to go through the installation really quickly. So obviously the first step that it states is going to be actually assembling the actual rotor blade onto the vacuum cleaner. So this is pretty simple and straightforward. So I'm not sure if the camera can pick up this, but there's 2 pins over here. 2 little boxes with 2 holes in the middle. So now what that does is that provides a place for this pin over here to go. As you can see, the 2 little boxes can go over here, and these 2 golden pins can go inside that. So what you need to do here, you need to align this up, align this part with these 2 boxes, and that's just gonna fit in like that. There we go. As you can see, it won't fall off now, but it is able to maneuver and move left and right above the carpet and above the hardwood or wherever you're planning to vacuum. That does take a little bit of time, just to like fiddle around with it. Okay, so the next step that the pamphlet states is what we're going to be doing is we're going to take this little tube over here with the red handle and this handle, and we're going to be taking these 2 parts and using them to attach to the actual vacuum cleaner to finish mainly finish the finished product. So the way you're going to do this is very important because I have tried this a few times and it's really easy to just get lost. There's quite a bit going on. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and take this handle and pop this open like that, as you can see right over there. And the next part is pretty straightforward. You're going to take this and you're going to slide it on here. And there you go. You have your handle on. Step 2 is done. For step 3, however, is you're going to take this tube, this wavy tube, and by the way, cool fact, it kind of extends. It just looks really cool, by the way. And it extends to a few, maybe 10, 15 feet. And all you're going to do here is you're going to align this button part over here facing towards the back of the Dyson. So as you can see, the Dyson is facing this way, you're facing it the opposite way. You're going to hold this button over here, you're going to hold it and push it until here. At which point, you might have noticed that there are 2 like little slits over here and 2 little slits over here. So what you're gonna do, you might have to fiddle around with it a bit. You have to slide these 2 slots into these 2 slots and just push it down. There you go. And you can just pull this up and it just snap into place. You can close this and there you go. The other 2 steps are done. Finally, the last thing you're going to do is you're going to take these 2 parts, the little brush, and as you can see here, you might be able to tell what this is. This is a brush holder. And you're going to go over to the side, and I feel this really convenient. You'll be able to like hold one of your accessories alongside your actual vacuum, so you won't have to carry them around in your hand. Move this to the side. What you're going to do is you're going to press this button, which opens the actual place where the trash is stored, the trash container. And as you can see here, more slits and slit holder. You're going to slide this in like that. Just a second. There we go. And this is kind of self-explanatory. You kind of go like, you can put this back in, by the way. What's happening here is there's a little portion over here, right over there. There's a little portion right over here, and those 2 go together. There you go. And now this is firmly in place. And one cool thing I'd like to point out about this, I can just take this out, is that little mechanism I just showed you is with every single one of these accessories. The little arch and then a pointer. This is with this too. The little arch and the little pointer. And that's why, maybe not this one, but a lot of these accessories can fit in right there. I might just take this out just for demonstration purposes. It fits in. And that's the mechanism that's going to hold the accessory to the actual vacuum cleaner in all the instances you're going to be using the vacuum cleaner with the accessories. And I'll get into that in just a second. But for now, we are completed and we are done with the Dyson vacuum cleaner. As you can see right over here, we got the handle, we've got everything set up, and we can go ahead and test this. And I will show you that in just a second. Okay, so now that, as you can see, we do have the Dyson set up, and what we're gonna go ahead and do is just test this out on the carpet first, without any stains or anything. So the way, this is kind of like annoying. It seems like you're kind of breaking the Dyson, but to like get it into like the regular movable mode, what you have to do is you have to quickly push and pull back on the handle. There's like no actual buttons, but the way you do it, you press on the actual vacuum cleaner and you pull back. As you can see over there, the back wheels over here, they flip up this way. And by the way, these are wheels, as you can see. Really bad, but they are wheels. And that's the whole point of the ball. The entire vacuum rests on this one ball. As you can see, it's moving back and forth. And that is the one wheel of the Dyson. So one thing you need to notice is there are two buttons over here. This is obviously the power switch, on and off. This is the rotation switch. When this is downwards, this is gonna rotate. So now it's downwards, now it's not. When it's downwards, it rotates, and that's meant for carpet. But when it is upright, this is downwards, by the way, this is upright. When the button is upwards, that means the rotor is not gonna spin, and that's good for hardwood. You don't want to be spinning this. You don't want to keep this button closed and have the rotor spinning when you're doing it on hardwood, because that might scratch it, the hardwood. These are pretty scratchable bristles. Okay, so let's go ahead and try this out. We're on carpet, so I'm going to push this down. And now it's on. As you can see here, there's air being sucked in from over here. But as soon as we go ahead and bring it into movable mode, now the air is being sucked in from over there. And it's pretty straightforward. You bring it back and forth. It's just a regular vacuum. The cool thing, of course, it is the ball. There are no wheels on this, it's just this one ball, and everything moves on it. It's pretty easy to move, though it is not automatic, of course. It is only $200, not like $8,000. As you can see there, it does have a lot of suction, as I just saw over here. It's really versatile and easy to move, mainly because of the fact that obviously it is on one ball, so it can move like that. Some things that normal vacuums can't do. You can also go like that or like that. As you can see, going into some of the mechanics of this, when the ball is tilted this way and the vacuum is going to the left-hand side of the ball moves more than the right-hand side, and vice versa. As you can see, this side won't be moving, but that side will. But usually you're going to go back and forth. It's going to be both sides. It's fairly straightforward. It is a little harder on the hard side to move back and forth. So if you're like, say, weaker than the average person, it might be harder for you. Okay. So, as you can see right over here, after around, not even that long, we vacuumed this room, say I think a week ago, less than a week ago. And we vacuumed it again now with this vacuum. And in a matter of say a few days, we got this much in just 30 seconds of vacuuming. We did try this out before doing this segment of the video. So as you can see, there's all that much trash. And the way to dispose of this is pretty straightforward. What we're gonna go ahead and do we're gonna take this like that, and we're gonna walk over to the trash bin. Okay, so it's kind of like you're shooting a gun. There's this little part over here. You're just gonna push down on it. And that's just gonna quickly dispose of all the dust. As you can see, there was a lot, and we only vacuumed for like 30 seconds to like 2 minutes. You can rattle it out, and you can flip it back. Okay, so as you can see, we're on the hardwood now, on some plywood. And what we're gonna be doing is 2 tests. There's some sugar over there, which is the fine grain test, and a few spices over there. That's the not as fine grain, the less fine grain test. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna see how many passes it takes for this really powerful vacuum actually to pick up everything. Is it front, back, or is it just front, or is it twice front, or front, back, front, back? Okay, so let's go ahead and try it out. So I'm gonna keep the bristles turned off and the rotor not on because we are on hardwood. And push it back. Click on. It is. There we go. Let's try this out. That took 1 pass. Not even front back. It just took 1 front pass and it's done. So let's test it out with this. There we go. One second. That was really simple, and as you can see, it picked up most of the it actually picked up all of the sugar, but for some of the spices, there are a few bit left, which you can just pick up by hand, or we can just go over with another pass. I won't try it out right now. But as you can see, it's not as good with the larger stuff, but of course, that's the stuff that you can always pick up yourself. Let's go onto the carpet. We're gonna turn on the bristles. There we go. I'll just pick this up. And you can't really see it, but I'm guessing this is making the carpet a whole lot bigger because we haven't seen this carpet for quite a bit of time. It is making the carpet a little less of a shape on purpose. There's a little garbage over there, put that up. And just one last pass of this like and there we go. Okay, so as I mentioned earlier, I'm not going to be showing all the accessories and all the add-ons that go with the Dyson vacuum, but just to show you how the overall idea is and overall how it works, I'll just show you the main layout of each accessory. At the end, there's going to be this tube, which obviously fits into that. But the way this connects to the actual vacuum is you're going to keep the vacuum in upright position. If you keep it in the other way, it's going to try suctioning from the bottom. So what you're going to do is you're going to keep it upright like this. And there's a little, on each accessory, or at least most of them I believe, there's a little lip portion over here, as you can see over there. It's a semicircle arc with a little keyhole part over here. So that's going to fit into every part in this vacuum. So I'll go ahead and show you really quickly how it works. You flip this up, and what you're going to do, I'll just keep this here for a second. And all you're going to do is you're going to pull this up. Now there are 2 ways to do this. You can obviously fit this into here with the lip portion going into this little slot over here. The key goes in there. So you have the key and it fits right in. And there you go. That's one way to do it. You can push this back up. You're going to hit click and turn it on. That is a lot of texture. So let's pull this out of it. As you can see there over here. Okay, so that's obviously probably not going to work for all add-ons. So the other way to plug this in to your actual Dyson is just eliminate this red portion altogether. So you don't have to hold it like a handle. This may be good for, say, putting something that's very thin, a thin add-on or thin accessory, and slipping it under a couch to clean under there. But for stairs, it's not the best. So what I'm going to go ahead and do, unlock this. And it's pretty straightforward. You'll get used to it. You'll get used to it really quickly. I'm gonna take this red thing entirely out. I'll keep it to the side right over there. And as you can see, another key and lip position right over there. You can slip this, as you can see, right into there. And there you go. It's in. Let's try this now. Okay, so I hope you liked that video, and if you liked it, don't forget to hit the like button, and please subscribe to my YouTube channel, and if you have any questions, don't forget to add them in the comments below. I'll be sure to answer them as soon as possible. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.